What's going on YouTube? This is LeRon Henderson here. So Sony has released a beta version where you can add M.2 SSD to your PS5, but it is very specific and it's right in beta only right now. So I am on the Sony website that goes over all the information here. So here's the requirements, how to install it, how to move games, how to remove it, and any kind of facts or frequently asked questions. So let's start with the requirements. I'm just going to jump to that. So here are the requirements for the PS5. It has to be PCIe Gen 4x4, M.2 NVMe SSD. You go from 250 gigabytes all the way up to 4 terabytes, which is pretty much huge. And the 4 terabytes is, I saw one for up to $1,000. So the more storage you add, the more expensive it's going to get. So these things are not cheap. So I wouldn't advise you going on a cheap route, at least not for now, because right now, like I said, this is only in beta. So you will need some kind of heat sink for it. So it says using M.2 SSD, it's going to have an effective heat dissipation with the cooling structure, such as the heat sink. You can either attach one to the SSD yourself, or a single-sided format or double-sided format. So that's cool. Here's read speeds, 5,500 megabits per second or faster is recommended. It's like 22 millimeters width, 25 is not supported. The form factor 2230, 2242, 2260, 2280, 221110. So anything else important here? So length, width, the following lengths: 30 millimeter, 42 millimeter, 60 millimeter, 80 millimeter, 110 millimeters. Width is 22 millimeters wide for the SSD M.2. And if you do need to add in-sync, so it cannot exceed 25 millimeters or 0.948 inches. The height of the M.2 SSD with the built-in or separate must be less than 11.25 millimeters. The height must also be in the right place. And the size board must be less than 2.5 millimeters. So that's all the specs. Let's see, here's a note here: millimeter measurement, our technical standard, and I'm more precise in inches. We recommend double checking the total dimensions of the M.2 SSD and the heatsink products you're considering before you buy. So here's, it's like they got some pictures right here. If you click on this picture, you can get a bigger picture of it. So top view, side view, so it tells you that. Oh, okay. Click, that gives you a bigger picture of it. So I want to get out of this. Here's some more pictures of it here. Top view, side view, heatsink, thermal interface. Here's some other dimension specifications, and I will put a link to the website below in the description so you guys can come check out this website for yourself. So if you need to check it out. So it looks like you can get both single-sided and double-sided. M.2 solid SSDs aren't supported, so you can't buy those. Here's an important note right here. It says SIE cannot guarantee that all M.2 SSD devices meet the described specifications or will work with your cancel, and Sony assumes no responsibility for the selection, performance, or use of third-party products. So I would say just be careful about this. You want to make sure you read this page thoroughly so you make sure you get the right one. So one, you don't fry your console, and two, that it works with the PS5. So yeah, if you get the wrong one, it could be all bad. So just be careful with that. And it says not all games are playable with the exact same performance as the internal SSD, so keep that in mind as well. So if you do get one that doesn't meet these specs, it may not perform as well as the internal SSD on the PS5. So here's some other important information: M key type 2230, 2242, 2260, 2280, and 22110. And without a built-in cooling structure, will fit into the PS5 console SSD slot. Sizes for heat sinks, they vary greatly, so you want to definitely make sure you get the right size. If you're not sure, then look for another product option or contact either vendor or manufacturer if you're not really sure. So here's how to add it. You want to make sure you're in the well-lit room, screwdriver, small flashlight. This feature is only available to beta users at this time, so if you're not a beta program, you won't get this. You won't have this option, so you have to be in the beta program for this to work. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to use that M.2 slot. And installation steps, system, setting system, software system, console information. Here's all the steps right here. The cover just pops right off there. And I will also link to some videos that shows how to install it as well, because me myself don't have a PS5 as of yet, but I'll be sure to put some other videos here in the description so you can check out how to install it, how to remove it. and how to install games. You just go to settings, storage, installation location, set this up. When your game's home, select game library, and you want to move apps and games. And you'll see a tab that says items you can move to the M.2 SSD storage tab, and you select to check out some other games apps you may want to move, and select move. So um, this is not as straightforward as PS3, PS4. I actually just backed up my PS3 with a regular old hard drive, 2.5 inch, 1 terabyte. So I wish it was that easy. It's just plug and play, but on the PS5, it's not as plug and play as it was with the PS3, PS4. I actually was able to easily upgrade both my PS4 3 and 4 hard drives and connect external drives to both of those systems. So, like I said, that was really easy, straightforward. All I had to do was format it on the PS3 to FAT32, and the PS4 automatically formats the hard drive to work with it. So that's the only thing I had to do with the PS3 and PS4, but the PS5 has a little bit more steps, a little bit more involved. It's not too difficult. The only thing that's the most complicated part is all the specifications that you have to meet. So that's the most difficult part. But if you do have the right specs, it's pretty simple to install. So I've watched a couple videos on how to install it. It's pretty easy. Just take the cover off, pop it in, and close it back up, and you're pretty much good to go. But the specs is probably the most complicated part of for the PS5. So that's it. I just wanted to go over that video today to let this know that this is available only to beta users right now. No word on when it'll be available publicly, but when that does come out, I'll make sure to cut another video on that. What I will also have in the video is some SSDs that I've seen that will work with it. I know Seagate, I think it's Seagate just released one, a Firecuda, that will work with the PS5. I believe they released it the same day as Sony made this announcement and made this available. So that's it. Again, I will have this link up here in the description of the video so you can go check it out for yourself, and some links to some compatible SSDs that I'm aware of so far. And that's it. That's all. So if you do have a PS5, you have the beta software, let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. Did you get this to work? Do you have one to work? Or do you plan on getting one or not getting one? So just let me know that in the comments below. So if you got anything out of this video, then let me know. I appreciate it. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if this video helps you out in any way. And that's it. That's all I got for now. So bye for now. To the next video.